Yo, what is up, my friends? My name is Tracy, and today I thought I would play a little game called Fistful of Frags. This game is fun. It's ridiculous, but it's fun. Fistful of Frags is a first-person shooter set in the Wild West. Now, you don't see too many games these days with this type of setting, so it's kind of fun to see that. This game really isn't realistic, so if you're looking for something realistic, this is not for you. I believe this game started out as a mod for Half-Life 2, and I think it's still on the same engine, hence the shitty graphics, but that doesn't matter because the game is fun as hell. Believe it or not, this game is balanced pretty well. The more powerful and accurate guns usually only have one shot and need to be reloaded after each shot, whereas the weaker ones, which are less accurate usually, have larger capacities. Oh, there's also weapons that don't fire any bullets, like the bow and tomahawk, but I'll admit, I'm pretty shit at this game, but getting a kill with a bow is so damn satisfying. It usually takes 2 hits with the bow to kill your target, but I believe it does more damage the further you are from your enemy. Something else I really like is the damage indicators which pop up when you damage your enemy. You don't see too many FPSs these days do this. They're usually mostly MOBA games that have that little counter. Now there's a few different loadouts which you can choose from. First you have your main weapon. These vary depending on the server, but usually it's a few different pistols, maybe the bow and tomahawk as well. Next, you have your secondary, which can be throwing knives, which of course you can also stab with, dynamite, which is also pretty awesome, but I'm complete shit at using it, or you can actually throw your handgun. And then we have some interesting perkish thingies to choose from. You're able to equip steel toe boots in the slot that do extra damage when you kick your opponent, which is super fun. Brass knuckles for extra damage when you punch, or you can choose probably the most interesting perk, the Gentleman perk, which increases your kill reward depending on the circumstance. You gain an extra 20% bonus for killing enemies if they're looking at you, an extra 35% bonus for killing an enemy that shoots at you first without hitting you, and a 50% bonus for killing an enemy which shot you first. But there is some caveats to the Gentleman perk. You can only use weapons that are quote-unquote gentleman weapons, aka a pistol or your fists. But if you kill somebody in a non-gentleman way, you lose some points from that kill. So there are some trade-offs to using that. I didn't really use it too much at all. Also, you're able to choose from being either left-handed, right, or ambidextrous, which I didn't really pay attention to until I started writing the script. Choosing either right or left-handed makes you more accurate using a weapon with that hand, whereas ambidextrous allows you to be decently accurate with both hands, allowing you to be more successful while dual wielding, which you can in fact do whether choosing the 2 derringers in the loadout or picking up somebody else's gun, which I completely glossed over and I went back to play it today. And yeah, it makes you more accurate using that hand for a gun. So the guns are kind of inaccurate usually, so if you have the normal revolver, I don't know what it's called, if you have a revolver, it's going to be around 95% accurate if you're using the right hand or left hand perk, but if you have ambidextrous, I think it will be around 85% accurate. So again, there's trade-offs with that as well. Another little system that I like is once you're shot, you don't regen health on your own. You have to drink whiskey, which is spread out across the map in places that you'd expect whiskey to be, like a bar or on a shelf somewhere. Of course, this makes you drunk for a short time, causing you to sway everywhere. Also, one single whiskey will not fill your health up completely. If you're at like 50% health, you're going to have to drink 2 or 3, which is pretty funny because you get pretty damn drunk, and I like that system a lot. Now, there's a few different game modes, but I've really only played Team Shootout and Regular Shootout, which is just team deathmatch basically. The way your score is calculated is pretty similar to some other games. Each weapon has a certain amount of score it will give you, plus if you have a bonus like a kill streak or the Gentleman perk, you'll get an extra onto that. But if you're using your fists, say your fists to kill somebody, you're going to get a lot more points than using, say, a gun to kill somebody else. There's also these weapon crates that are scattered throughout the map. They're pretty interesting. So there's 3 different types of weapon crates. There's blue ones, red ones, and gold ones. The blue ones take the shortest amount of time to open and will have the same weapons that you can normally equip in the loadout menu, but of course you'll have 2 of them now. Next you have the red crates, which have better weapons that you can't actually equip in the loadout menu, so people want to find them. And those weapons usually are higher damaging and also carry more bullets, sometimes, depending on the weapon. And then finally, you have a gold crate. Now this is the best crate you can find. For one, it heals your health completely after you open it. It takes a while to open, but inside you can get the sniper rifle, which is a one-shot kill. It doesn't give you that many points, but you can just mop people up with it, and it's pretty fun to use. I haven't actually tried the other two weapons in the crate, because if I find that thing before somebody else, you best believe I'm taking that sniper rifle. Okay, the elephant in the room. I mentioned it at the start. You're probably thinking, this game looks hideous. Yes, it's ugly, but it will probably run on pretty much anything. You could probably hack a Chromebook and run this game on it with no issues. Also, I'm a bit of a sucker for any game with one of those call-out menus. You press a button and then you press a number and it'll say something. And +1, if the game has pretty cheesy acting, I spam the hell out of those things. I'm so sorry. Okay, now here's the best part of this game. It's cheap. No, actually, it's free. Not free to play. It's free. 100% free. Go download it on Steam. The reason I'm making this video is because it seems like every day there's like a 20 megabyte update for the game, meaning the devs are active. I know I'm missing a few things, but this game is just so much fun. And if this game looks remotely fun to you, download it. Seriously, the only thing to lose is some bandwidth and a little bit of time. But anyways, hope you liked this video. If you liked it, then like it, and if you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. Alright, peace out, stay safe.